And I'm in my bathroom, so it is what it
Hey,
is.
this is coach life. This is how we roll, right? Um, so you guys, we are a little bit of a hot mess tonight, but let me just introduce myself. I am Rachel Mitchell, and I am the founder of Team Big Heart, and I have got some awesome, awesome ladies here tonight, and we are going to share with you about what we do as coaches. And so you're going to hear from myself, from Jade, who's the founder of Team Hustle and Heart, and then also from Ashley, who is part of our team as well. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear from us. You'll have to excuse me. I have got like the crud and I look horrible, but I'm sure you don't really care. But this is kind of the beauty of what we do. We get to work from anywhere, anytime, no matter what. And we're really excited to share with you tonight about coaching. I'm going to share my story really quickly, and then I'm probably going to pass it off to Ashley because she is traveling, and I know I think she pulled off on the side of the road to do this call, which is like she's a champion in my book. So I have been a coach for 4.5 years. I started in May. Well, I actually started as a challenger in May of 2014. I was just a mom with 2 little kids who was tired and getting overweight, and I was cranky and I was uncomfortable, and it was just I was not in a place of peace at all with my body, or honestly with our finances, anything in my family. I'm not proud of that. I was following Christ, but not very closely, and it was just God really and truly got my attention with my health. It started with me needing to lose some weight. I found a workout program, no intentions of joining Beachbody, anything like that. But I did find the 21-day fix on my own through Google, and I purchased it. And when I did, I started to work out. That first week, I was like, holy crap, this home workout thing works. I'm sore, I'm dead, I'm tired. And I started to kind of follow the nutrition plan. And I lost some weight that week, and I wasn't starving. I wasn't depriving myself. I wasn't cutting carbs or anything crazy or extreme. And so I started to Google 21-day fixed meal plans. I found my coach, found her blog, asked her if I could join her boot camp. I was not buying Shakeology. Like I was like, that's crazy, not doing it. But anyway, she let me enter her boot camp anyways. And I did end up buying Shakeology. She invited me to be a coach. I sat through some calls just like this, and I didn't want to be a coach. I was scared to death to become a coach. I even told my husband, I was like, I don't want to do this, but I feel like I'm supposed to. And sure enough, I did. And I literally just leaned into my coach's training month by month. I learned how to tell my story. I learned how to talk to women about what was working for me in my health and fitness. I got excited about it, and God has just blessed that effort and that passion every step of the way. And so today I am sitting in front of you. I have far surpassed my income as a college history instructor. This last year, I was able to go part-time as an instructor, and honestly, very soon I will probably be quitting that altogether because of Beachbody. And I'm thankful for that, because I've always had a vision to be more present with my family. I thought when they were babies, I would want to be with them. And then when they grew up, I would just be fine with working. I've always loved to work. But as they've gotten older, I just have this desire to be more present with my family. And Beachbody has made that possible. God has used Beachbody to make that possible. And so we are going to talk to you tonight about what we do as coaches, how we earn an income, how we use social media to share our story and not sell, and then who we're looking for, and also talk about some common objections that you hear or maybe you have when you think about coaching. So let's see, Ashley, are you where you can talk really quickly? She may not be. She may have gotten out of the car.
I am getting gas really quick, so if you want to continue on, I can hop on when you're done.
Okay, I'll let Jade take it from here. Do you want to go next, Jade?
Yeah, sure. Okay, no judgment because I'm sitting in my jacuzzi bathtub right now. My office space is not available, but anyways, so it doesn't matter. Well, let me just kind of say how I got started. I've always been a fitness junkie. It's just always been something that I have loved doing. It started when I was in high school. I played sports, so being active just came natural to me. And so like when I got married, or even before then, even college, I started doing Insanity and T25 And I didn't even know like there was a thing called coaching. Like I just did the workouts, and I like ordered the workouts off Amazon and borrowed them from friends because I was a broke college student and I could barely afford gas. So, but I'm sitting here, I get married a couple of years later, and I'm still using those 225 DVDs that I got off Amazon 3 years prior. And when the commercials, usually when you get done with the workout, the commercials go, sorry, that went off. The commercials will come on, or like the advertisements, whatever you want to call them. And it started talking about Coach Summit and talking about how like all these coaches get together and they work out together and they motivate each other. And you get to work out with like the trainers that you see on TV. I was like, that was fun. I want to go do that. And I just thought that would never be like possible. And well, lo and behold, I am on Facebook and I see my coach, Rachel, posting about her workouts that she's doing. I'm like, hey, I'm doing those workouts. What is she doing that I'm not? And so I reached out to her because, well, let me take it a little step further back. She messaged me and asked if I wanted to do this. And I totally straight up ignored her. Like I didn't even respond. I read the message and was like, okay, whatever. And I just went on about my business. So sorry, Rachel, that was kind of rude of me. But that's just the way I kind of, felt about it at the moment. And then I watched her be consistent, and I watched how she was using it to glorify God, and was watching her story. It really just like drew me in. I was like, maybe there's something to this. And so before I walk into an actual gym, I'm sitting in the parking lot of a gym and in Starkville, and I am telling her I need to do this. I said, I want to do this. Is it possible? Am I crazy for wanting to do this? And I told her that my husband works so hard for us, and he has the opportunity to win these trips and win bonuses because he's self-employed. And I just watched him work so hard for our family and set goals and talk about the future. And it just really lit a fire under me. It's like, what am I doing to help with that? I'm just sitting back watching life happen, standing behind a shadow, and I had nothing to give back other than my teacher income. And if anybody can Google what my teacher income is, okay, it's public knowledge, and everybody knows it's not the best. So I was like, I can do more. I have a greater purpose than, or I felt like I had a greater purpose. Not like being a teacher isn't a purposeful job, but I felt a bigger calling. And I was really, really scared to do this. So, because I'm just not that person. I'm not the person to like post a selfie and like throw myself out there like that. I'm more of a sit back, chill, let's have coffee. Don't put the spotlight on me. So it was really hard to kind of come out of my shell. But really, this has pulled me out of my shell. It has allowed me to use my talents to glorify God. And I feel like I have such a greater purpose and a more meaning to why I do what I do. But that's just a little bit why I got started. And I'm getting emotional because we're actually like able to talk now about me possibly staying at home next school year. Is something that we have been praying about. So we will see where the Lord takes me. But the fact that I'm able to sit here and talk about that is mind blowing to me because my what am I looking for? The words of the word. My shy self would have never imagined that I had the courage to make this happen. And to see it happening is just kind of like, I'm just sitting back in awe. Like, God, is this real? Like, is this really happening? Because I still haven't really believed it's happening. But anyway, so that's kind of like how I got started. And let's see, I'm supposed to talk about social media to tell our story. And we use social media to tell our story. And that's how Rachel pulled me in. She was so real about her struggles, about what God was doing in her life through fitness and through her nutrition, and how it was affecting her family. And I was just so interested because I could relate. I didn't have kids at the time, but the struggles that she shared, like all of us females can relate in some form or fashion to all of our emotions, right? And I was just really pulled in by that. And so that's what we do. We get on social media, we share our struggles because everybody can relate to the struggle. And then we also share how we overcome those struggles. And that's just being an inspiration to someone. Um, I got distracted by Rachel. You mentioned me and her story. But anyway, so that's just being an inspiration to someone. And that through social media, we get to influence like so many women, more women than you can possibly imagine meeting. Because I mean, think about how many people are on Instagram, how many people are on Facebook. Like it is endless the amount of women, or if you want to go for changing, bring men into this too, then you can totally do that. But like think about how many people are on social media. You have the ability to affect those people in a positive way by inviting them to this opportunity. And it's not like, hey, come join me and be a part of my team. Surface level, it goes so much deeper than that because we are real, we are raw, and we tell it like it is, and we connect based off what is real. And that's what I find so encouraging about being a coach, is because my coach friends build me up so much, and they pour truth into me, and they remind me daily what it is that I'm here to do. And I wouldn't have had that if it weren't for me, stepping out in faith and taking on this opportunity and telling my story. I have met so many women that I would have never met through that. And that's really cool. That's what I think is just so cool about this. So we tell our story through social media. And the thing is, you may think that, oh, well, I don't have like a cool story. I'm just, a teacher, or I'm just a stay-at-home mom. No, like there are people out there who need to hear your struggles and see you surviving your struggles. Everybody, you can inspire somebody any way possible. Like it's just you have a purpose, and everybody has a struggle, and everybody can relate to that struggle. So don't ever think that, oh well, my story is not important. Yes, it is. You go through the things that you go through because somebody else is going to cross your path, and they're going to need you to pull them up. And you're going to be able to do that because you had that experience. And when the Bible says two are better than one, when we struggle, we need somebody there with us. And that's what this whole thing is about, because how many of us struggle with nutrition? How many of us struggle with our staying committed to fitness? And we are just like a strong chain bonded together that will not let the other one break. And so that's how we do it. We just share it. We share all that. We share the ugly truth sometimes. And we share that it's not easy. And that's what people want to see. And so that's what we do. And then when people are, finding interest in our post, or they're relating to us, that's when we reach out and we further that relationship. We don't just jump on in and say, well, now you need to join us, because that's not what we're about. We're about building their relationship and helping them find their place in our chain, so to speak. Rachel, do you have anything to add?
I always, when Jade talks, I always want to be like, preach, sister. I always love to hear her talk. No. So I think that, no, that's exactly what we do. Like I used to be like an anti-social media person, and I have learned that God can use social media for so much good, and we get to be that good. Like there's so much darkness and just junk out there. And I love that we get to bring light into social media by telling our stories and encouraging women. Ashley, you were going to talk about what we do, right? About challenge groups and stuff like that. Is that
Yep. Yep. All right. So sorry for the poor lighting. My day did not quite go how I thought. And so I'm on the road. I've got a couple more hours to get to home, but I was not going to miss this if I could help it. So what we do on a daily basis, obviously, social media is a huge part of our business, and it's kind of a really exciting, fun part as long as you make that your mindset, because I know so many people just dread it. And so it can be so fun, you guys, I promise. And so what we do is, a lot of you have probably experienced this, but we run challenge groups. So that can be anywhere from a month to 6 weeks to 8 weeks to longer. It's totally whatever fits your personal style. And we gather people together to create a safe space where we can share our journeys all together. We hold each other accountable. We post motivation in there and nutrition tips and tricks and recipes and meal plans, and it's just a place of community and support where we can really rise everybody up all together to accomplish all of our goals. When we work with our clients, and as many of you know, we talk with you guys. We figure out, what's your lifestyle like? What goals do you want to accomplish in your fitness? And if you're thinking about coaching, potentially your financial goals as well, because that's a huge component of this business. And so we work really hard to build those relationships, to get to know those people we work with, because we do this as a heart-centered business on our team. Our goal is to serve other people and to help impact their lives and therefore impact their families' lives, because we have been so gratefully impacted by this that once you experience it, you can't help but want to share it. And it's just so exciting that we all have this opportunity as part of our lives now, and that it has brought us together. So aside from talking to our challengers, I am almost in constant contact daily with these amazing women who are on our team, because while we lift each other up in our challenge groups, we lift each other up in our coaching pods too. And any questions that we have or ideas that we want to brainstorm for new challenge group themes and all that sort of stuff, we do. So not only do you build this network of online family with your challengers, but you build it with your coach, and you're going to make amazing relationships going through this with everyone. In addition, what we do daily is just different activities to move our business forward. And so those are quite a range, which we will go into further if you guys decide that this is the right opportunity for you. We'll take you through what those steps look like. We spend probably an hour to 3 hours a day at least on our business. I would say is pretty accurate, just depending on what level of your goals are for your coaching business. In addition, I had one other thing that is escaping my brain, so hopefully it will come back to me anyway. But yeah, we just have fun. Oh, part of our training. So we're always doing trainings. We're either doing calls or team calls and different activities and trackers to really further our business and help us to grow. And we do that as a team. So if you were to join our team, we have what we call a new coach university, which is going to be able to train you exactly how to run your business and how you should, and those daily activities of what we do. It is amazing, you guys. Like, if you follow these steps, you will have a successful business. And so it's just super fun and awesome. Who are we looking for? We are looking for ladies and men who are just excited about this opportunity. They can feel their heart beating quickly and a fire getting lit inside of them. What do you need to be successful in this business? You have to have a heart to serve. I mean, that's what we are here for. We are here to help other people and to see them grow. You do need drive, because there are some days where you are going to get home and not be very excited to have to bust out another hour of work. But it is worth it, because if you stay consistent, you're going to go far. What else are we looking for? We are looking for open-minded people who are not afraid of being judged, because let's be real, we all have those negative Nancys who are going to be on Facebook thinking, what is she trying to do? What is he doing? This is going to last 2 months and bye-bye. Well, you're here to prove them wrong. So fear of judgment out the window. Also, we need people who are going to take action. because by taking action, it's going to grow your confidence, because let's be real, we're all a little intimidated because this is something so new when we begin. And that's perfectly okay, because you have this community of support that I've already talked about and Jade talked about and Rachel's going to talk about too, that is going to just help you to, we won't say become fearless, but one of my favorite quotes is, courage is fear that has said our prayers. It's prayers. And I just love that. And so this business, with our team being so built on faith, you know, we talk about it, we pray for each other, and we all help each other to move forward. And, you know, like I said earlier, you have to be open-minded, because sometimes you're going to make mistakes. You are going to, you know, say something really clunky or wrong or come off way too strong, and that's a-okay, because that's how you're going to grow and get better. Something I did forget to mention, it just came back to me when I was talking about, I forgot about what we do daily, is we do invite people to things like this. If you were invited to your coach call, we invite people to join us in our challenge group. But the beauty of how we do it is that we do not cold invite. I mean, you potentially can, but so many people are turned off. I mean, I think we probably have all experienced a cold invite and like, really? We haven't talked in how long? I mean, I know you're not coming from a genuine place. Like, our goal here is to build genuine relationships with people. So whether they move forward with our groups or not, we've made a new friend. And how cool is it that we can all make these friends from social media? Like, I live in Oregon, so I've never met Rachel or Jade or anybody. And I am so excited for the day I get to. Like, it's so crazy. It's just awesome. So, like, if that's one of your fears is the invite, like, there's a process and it comes from the heart. And people know if you're not being authentic, and that's not the goal here whatsoever. So anyway, I think, and we also are looking for people who want to have fun, because you've got to make things fun. Otherwise, like, why do you do anything in life? I mean, some things are out of necessity, but the things that you really should be doing are things that you enjoy and make your heart sing. So I think that about wraps up my part. So
Yeah, you killed it. Y'all make me want to sign up to be a coach all over again. I love these ladies. Seriously, I mean, it's just, I was just so shy and timid and uncertain and lacking confidence when I started. And I love to see other women like that just blossom, and I get to see that every single day in this business. And so I want to talk about really quickly just some y'all, I'm not crying. I could cry, but I'm not crying. I'm just like a hot mess. Sorry, I look really awful. But I want to talk about some common objections that I know that I have, that a lot of people have to this. One being that, Ashley, if you need to drive, please go drive home. One being that, you know, like, I don't have a big enough social media following. I don't have a voice. I don't have anything that's interesting about me. And Jade kind of covered that. But, you know, like, I will tell you that I started with 150 friends on Facebook. I had 0 Instagram following. I knew nothing about running a business or social media or anything. Like, I was scared to death to be a salesperson. But what I learned through our training, and what you will learn through your training that we provide to you, is I'll teach you, our team will teach you how to grow your social media following, how to start posting, like Jade and Ashley both said, just by sharing your story, not being a salesperson, but just taking this message, this life that God has given you, and putting it out there so that some other woman can see, hey, yes, I'm a hot mess too, but like, I can be healthy, I can be fit, I can build a business, even though I never thought I could. And I kind of shared about that in my stories tonight. Just that how I was lacking all of these things that you see in me today, but God just used this unlikely business venture to help me become the person that He had already created me to be. So, you know, all those fears of like scarcity, or who am I going to talk to, or who am I going to invite, you know, am I going to sound like a salesperson? Like, we address all that stuff. We teach you, train you on all that stuff in our trainings. Let's see, I'm not fit, I'm not in good enough shape, or maybe even I don't have that much weight to lose. You know, that is not a factor in whether or not you are a great coach. What matters, like Ashley said, is that you just care about people, that you are committed to your own health and fitness journey, whether you have 100 pounds to lose or whether you have 5 pounds to gain. It doesn't matter so long as you're committed to being your healthiest self. You're committed to doing your workouts, to drinking your Shakeology, to sharing about that on social media and leading other women in the same way. Again, too, some people think that I just don't, I'm too shy. I'm too shy to be a coach. And I always say this is kind of the best business for shy people, because I was that girl that, like, I could be outgoing. I was an introverted extrovert, I guess is what they say. But I would never let people in below the surface. And so I was really shy. And this has helped me, like I said before, to kind of discover my voice, discover something deep inside of me that God had put there that I just didn't know how to get out. I started to share my story. I started to share my devotions. Honestly, coaching has enabled me to share my faith in a way that I never, ever would have before. And that right there is just worth it to me, to be able to talk about Christ, to have this platform to encourage women in their faith as well as their fitness. And so those are just some common objections that I hear. If you guys have some more, you can type them in the chat bar. But we can honestly help you overcome any obstacle that you have. Not us, but God can use us. And obviously He doesn't want us to live small. He doesn't want us to live with those fears and those insecurities. He wants us to shine bright for Him, and this just enables us to do that. So how do we earn? So Jade and Ashley have talked about what we do, who we're looking for, how we use social media. How do we actually earn an income? So every time a woman enrolls in our boot camp with a challenge pack, with a workout program, with access to our workout programs in Shakeology or something else, we earn, well, actually on that initial investment, we earn $40 to $50 every time a woman enrolls with a challenge pack, or a man. And so that is just commission that we earn. After that, if they continue to order their Shakeology or purchase Energize, which is our go-go juice, or just beach bars, whatever it is, we earn 25% commission from anything that our customers order. We also save 25% as coaches on anything that we order. So part of your job as a coach is to work out and drink your Shakeology. It's just food. And so part of your job is just to be healthy, right? And you actually save money on your Shakeology, and you earn income from when other people order through you. So that's the basic way. That's just commission, right? So it would be really hard, honestly, to sell enough Shakeology and challenge packs to start earning a 6-figure income, right? So what you want to do pretty quickly is to start to grow a team of women who are doing exactly what you are doing, which is sharing their story, inviting people to our challenge groups, running challenge groups, helping people get fitness results, and teaching other people to do the same. And so one of your first goals will be to actually start to add coaches to your team. Now, they can be your spouse, your family, your friends. It doesn't matter. You don't have to automatically start to build this team that you're leading. We will teach you how to do that over time. But as your team grows, you start to actually qualify for bonuses in addition to your commission. And you actually unlock that bonus potential with just 2 people under you signed up as a coach. And like I said, my first 2 coaches were my husband and a friend of mine from high school. And so that is where the earning potential really starts, as you start to duplicate this system of success like we are doing here. We're inviting you guys to join our team. We're going to teach you how to be a coach, teach you how to run challenge groups, teach you how to share your story and hit your goals. That duplication process is where your income starts to grow. There are lots of other cool things that we earn as well. Obviously, in like a month, you'll see me on a cruise that I earned for free just for helping people every single month. We earn prizes from Beachbody. As you grow and you advance in leadership, you'll earn trips to retreats, to leadership retreats. We're actually, Jade and I are planning a diamond retreat in September for our coaches who, are advancing and becoming leaders on our team. So there are lots of really cool advantages. I mean, I'll tell you, I've traveled places I've never been before, took my family places I never would have gotten to take them if it had not been for this opportunity. And I'm just amazed, honestly, every single day that I get to do something I love, that I get to do something that has impacted my life so greatly, and I earn an income from it. And I'll tell you that the income potential is there. It takes just consistency in doing the work that we're going to teach you to do. It takes consistency, working that 1 to 2 hours a day, really an average of 2 hours a day, in the beginning, and you will start to slowly see your income grow. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a thing where you're going to come in, you're going to do a little bit of work, and you're going to make a ton of money. You honestly, I just have to be honest, you work a lot in the beginning for a little, but as you continue to be consistent and that continue to grow, continue to help women and grow your team, your income really starts to grow. And I'm living proof of it in front of you today. So we want to help you do that if you have some financial goals. So that is pretty much it. We wanted to keep this call short. We wanted to give you just the absolute nuts and bolts of what it is that we're doing as coaches. Our mission as coaches is Team Take Heart, is Team Hustle and Heart. All the people represented here tonight, we want to serve people. We want to serve people. We want to honor God as we do it, as we share our message, as we grow our teams, as we run our business. And we want to recruit women who are hungry to do the same thing. Women who are passionate about being their healthiest self. Women who want to do the work and get rewarded for the work that is helping other people. And we want to help you guys grow as our teams grow. And we are not successful just by signing people up as coaches. We do not have a goal just to sign up a bunch of coaches. We don't succeed as coaches if we don't help you succeed. So I love that about our team. I love that we grow as a team, that we succeed as a team. And this is about more than just an individual person. And so if that is something that you want to be a part of, if that is something that you want to do with us, we have a Coach Basics training that you can start at any time. I can even show you guys at some point, but we have a Coach Basics training that is all there ready for you to start actually working through it. So when you sign up as a coach, you will get a welcome email from whoever you sign up with, and it will have a welcome packet and a link to that coach training, and you just get to work and we help you as you go along, right? And so if you are ready to do that, you have a couple of options to sign up as a coach. You can enroll with a $40 sign up fee that just simply makes you a coach. If you've already been a challenger and you have Shakeology, you have access to Beachbody On Demand, you can pay $40 to sign up and become a coach. If you want to do it, I think the best way is to sign up with a challenge pack, whether you're brand new or even if you are currently a customer. Signing up with a challenge pack, which could be Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or a 3-day refresh and Shakeology, $140 to $160 investment, and that makes you a coach and also gives you the tools that you need to actually be a successful coach. And it really is just workouts and Shakeology, which is food, that's your business investment. There's no stock in the shelves, there's no shipping things like that. It's amazing what my $160 investment has turned into in the last 5 years. And so that is the best option. If you're military or veteran or an active military spouse, you don't pay any fees, but there is a monthly fee of $15.95 to be a coach, and that just covers all of your expenses, the things that Beachbody does for you, like set up your Coach Online office, set up your order system, all those things. And it's a very, honestly, this business, what we get as coaches and what Beachbody does for us is not like any other marketing company that I have ever seen. Like, they do so much work for us, and we just basically start sharing our story. There's no investment into ads or anything like that. We use social media, and very small investment into this business and huge potential for return. So that's where you start. You let the coach that invited you here tonight, let them know that you're ready to get started. We'll sign you up and we'll get you plugged into our coach training. I'm so excited. Do you guys have anything to add to that? Anybody else? I'm so thankful you guys took the time to sit here and be with us, or to watch this recording back. And we are really excited. We're passionate. 2019 is going to be awesome for our team, and we really want you to be a part of it, right? We want you guys at Summit in July. I forgot about Summit. That's our annual coach conference. We want you at our Diamond Retreat in September, and we want to celebrate you at the end of the year as having achieved big goals and helping lots of people. And so if you're ready to do that, let us know, and we will help you get started just like we did. All right? Okay, guys, that's it. I love y'all. See you later. I'm going to go to bed.